I took this old symbol with me to the grave. Recovering it would help you understand what drives him. Maybe you can stop Remington in time. If only you could regenerate my hand.
She's missing! Someone has taken my daughter!
Remington's mad. I couldn't stop him as he took my remains from my grave. He's planning to bring me back, but we'll never recover the time we lost. The doors to the underground bay are sealed with a pattern. I wore this pattern all my life.
to admit you don't give up easily. I'm this close to bringing my love back to life, and I don't have time to bother with you right now. You dare to say she wouldn't want to be resurrected? That's nonsense. It's the only way we can be together after all these years. If you think you're so smart, bring me proof that my beloved doesn't want to return. You will have to summon her ghost, you fool. I won't believe you until you let me talk to my beloved.
Now I'm whole again. Love is eternal, but people are so fragile. I need to talk with Henry before he makes a mistake. Take me to my captain.
Someone has taken the body.
I do not wish to be resurrected, my love. It's time you joined me.
Stay, please. I was so blind and selfish. After all this time, she still only wants that I give up on this cruel and vengeful life. She wanted an ordinary man, not a legendary criminal. Rather than resurrecting her, I should join her in the afterlife. Perhaps she is waiting for me there. Find those 12 cursed doubloons and bring me my deposit, the only thing that can make me a mortal man again. Find those 12 cursed doubloons. Do you have a coin for me? The people of the Caribbean first heard about Captain Remington and his Black Galleon when he sank 2 passenger ships near Ile Simona. Those who survived were taken aboard and later sold as slaves. Tales of Remington's cruel and ruthless manner spread. Those first attacks were only a taste of the coming atrocities. Soon, Captain Remington boarded and sank commercial ships. His Black Galleon would appear out of nowhere and strike without warning. Those who weren't shot or stabbed were forced to walk the plank to the pirates' amusement. People were frightened and began to suspect Remington must have made a bargain to come by such unearthly skills. His crew was said to consist of sea monsters, convicts, and cannibals. His ship was thought to be invincible and capable of casting storms, fog, and eerie calm. One of the vessels attacked by Remington's crew happened to be on its way to pick up the young Countess, Mary Bannister, and safely transport her to her father in San Juan. The pirates boarded the ship, killed the Marines, and then donned the dead men's uniforms. At the port of call, before anyone noticed, Remington kidnapped Countess Mary, expecting a grand ransom. During her days aboard Remington's Black Galleon, the captive Mary Bannister turned out to be fearless, peaceful, and resilient as she tried to shun the pirates' advances. Captain Remington was keeping her out of harm's way. On rare occasions, Mary was given permission to visit the deck. Once, to avoid her father's disgrace, she attempted suicide and jumped into the water. Remington jumped in after Mary and saved her from drowning, but the rescued girl soon became feverishly ill. The captain couldn't trust any of his vicious mates, so he personally nursed Mary back to health on Skull Island. During that time, Remington fell in love with the beautiful Countess at his mercy. Mary noticed Remington's feelings and started to care for the legendary pirate. While Remington's and Mary's love was becoming mutual, Mary's father was preparing a coalition of military forces to rescue the girl. The grim Baron Bannister had only recently come into money and power and was still greedy for more. He was planning to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Liberate his daughter, kill the fearsome pirate, and save the ransom.
To win Mary's heart, Remington revealed the truth of his origin. Turns out, Remington was a poor nobleman who signed a pact with the infernal Davy Jones. For the price of his soul, Davy made Remington immortal. The all-powerful Remington joined forces with Caribbean pirates and acquired a formidable crew. And now, thanks to Mary, the captain promised to end his pirate career. The star-crossed lovers planned to marry at once, with all the sea's pirates in attendance to witness their vows to each other. On the eve of the wedding, a military coalition struck the fortress full of defenseless pirates. The Caribbean Sea turned red with blood, and Skull Island became a place of torment. Remington was sentenced to death before Mary's eyes. The young countess was broken-hearted. Baron Bannister was claimed victorious for killing Remington and his nefarious crew. The Baron capitalized on his success by forcing his daughter to marry the captain of the Royal Navy. Mary endured a childless and unhappy marriage with the old, dull soldier. And when her spouse eventually died, Mary, now a wealthy widow, decided to return to Skull Island. Even though Skull Island was now a sad and dreary place, memories of happier times came back to Mary as she started wandering the familiar grounds. Mary used the money she inherited to build a crypt for her and her captain if his body was ever found. Soon after that, the lonely Mary died. According to her wishes, she was buried at the new crypt. Meanwhile, as the centuries passed, the immortal Captain Remington lay at the bottom of the sea, broken-hearted, stripped of his enchanted weapons, and weighted down by shackles and corals. The only person who could make him happy was dead. The only thing which could redeem him, a gift for the bride, was still in the cursed chest on his galleon. Remington grew weaker and weaker under the sea, waiting for a chance to set things right. You brought the doubloons, but have you found the pearl?
My dear, are you all right?
Mom! You saved me!
I always will.